It's a thing that we got to do for longer period of the game. We cannot play and get down 28. We gotta be we gotta be the team we were in the second half more.
Giannis, down 28 with I think 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and you guys kind of went on a little run there. Was that kind of the moment where you felt on the court maybe you could snatch some momentum and try to make that, like, totally flip it and make that comeback? Because at that point, obviously, he's still down. You guys really hadn't been able to make much of a dent in that lead.
And be down 28. You look up and you see you're down 28. You cannot get discouraged. You got to keep fighting. Keep believing in yourself. At the end of the day, even if you lose the game, you got to lose it that way. You got to play basketball the right way. But in our mindset was, get it to 20. After when you get it to 20, you get it to 15. When you get it to 15, you get it to 10. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mindset we had. It worked out time because we're getting to 15, we got to 10, they got nervous. Start getting nervous. They wasn't playing as good. They started playing one-on-one. But I kind of like the way we came out the second half. We were pissed. We were hungry. And it's a thing that we got to do for, longer period of the game. We cannot play and get down 28. It's going to be hard for us to come back. If you're down 12, 14, you have a chance. You can come back, you can fight for the game. But if you're down 28, even if you get back to 8, that's a 20-0 run. That's a 25-5 run. That's a 30-10 run. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be the team we were in the second half more.
You think this was another example? You guys have said over the last couple of weeks, play the full 48, and maybe haven't quite gotten there yet. It seems like in some of these losses, you've had to come back from 11 down, 17 down, 20 down, and just haven't quite gotten there. Are you still searching for that? I guess is that full 48 to win some of these close games too?
No, we've played some games that we played full 48 minutes. The Brooklyn game we played the whole 48 minutes. The Toronto game we played the whole 48 minutes. The Atlanta game we played the whole 48 minutes. But we got to do it consistently. And obviously it's early in the season, but that's not an excuse. We got to keep working to improve. Tomorrow we'll have another one. This is already over with. We're gonna watch film tomorrow and our clips, and hopefully we can be better tomorrow and play good basketball for longer stretches.
Eric, name.
There's a sequence in the third quarter where Steven Adams gets a transition dunk and Bud takes a timeout right after that. It looked like during the break he was having a long kind of passionate talk with you. What was kind of the message there? Because it felt like after that moment, that was when you guys, to me at least, really seemed to kind of kick it in gear and start to make that comeback.
It was a good talk. It was a healthy talk between me and Bud. As you guys know, he took me out early. It was like I think the 8-minute mark, and I talked with him and I told him, Coach, why am I getting out so early? He told me that you got to set more screens and you got to play more for your teammates and all that. And when I came back, that's what I tried to do. But I felt like that was what I was trying to do the whole game, and that's when I kind of got back to who I really am, which is be aggressive, and everything that's going to take care of itself. Guys going to be open, but I gotta be aggressive. I cannot think first to make play for somebody else. I gotta make a play for me, and then everything else is going to open up. Guys going to be wide open. I'm going to be able to find guys in the dunk in the corner. I'm going to be able to set good screens in the handoff, make my teammates go downhill. But he wanted more from me, and he was 100% right.
I'm curious for you guys. The Pelicans tied a franchise record for three-pointers tonight. This isn't the first time it's happened in Bud's time here in Milwaukee. This is something that does happen semi-regularly, like teams hit a bunch of threes. Just kind of what do you think of your three-point defense through 20 games? I know that's always something you guys have kind of said, like, hey, we're going to protect the rim, and if we give up some threes, we give up some threes. But what does it kind of feel like this year?
If go into a year and you say, okay, we're going to play 72 games this year, obviously. Say it was a normal year, we played 82 games, and we're going to lose 20 games, 25 games, 30 games, and the other team is going to shoot franchise records in threes. Would you live with that? I'll live with it. If every time, a team beat us, they, break their franchise record for threes, they make 20, I don't know how many they made,
21.
21? You got to live with that. You know what I'm saying? Because that complements your defense. They got to play the best basketball possible. They got to break franchise records in order for them to have a chance to beat you. And they did it. They made Led made 7, Lonzo made 7. So you gotta live with that. You gotta watch the film, go to the next game tomorrow, and try to win the next game tomorrow. That's why we're in the NBA.
Or we'll wrap up with Zora.
Going back to that conversation you had with Coach Bud, you said that you felt like you were trying to do everything. I know sometimes as like players, like you feel like you're going hard, right? And then somebody's like, nah, like you can go a little bit harder. How much do you respect the coaches for kind of holding you accountable in those moments?
Yeah, 100%. I respect him 100%. But it's kind of sometimes you're trying to do the right thing and you're kind of going away from who you are. I think that was the moment, and when you're going away from who you are and you're not yourself, it's not enough, and for me, I always have to be myself, first. I have to go downhill, miss shots, make shots, turn the ball over, don't turn the ball over. At the end of the day, you make more shots than you miss if you're locked in. You make more passes, more great passes than you turn the ball over if you're locked in, So I gotta be myself. I respect everybody on the team. I respect Coach Bud. I always I'm really good with taking criticism. If I'm not good, if I suck, I suck. See me on the bench, and I've told Coach Bud since day one, if I'm not good enough, take me out, and if I'm not gonna complain, nobody else gonna complain. So. I think it's healthy. I think kind of love it if I'm not giving as much as Coach Bud, as much as the team wants. At the time, take me out. Then I usually get mad, and then I come back swinging. So it's good. It's good for both. It's good for coach, to get set the example, and it's good for me to get mad and come back and go 100%.
I know last year there was a lot of like players holding each other accountable, and you guys respected each other, and especially like at halftime, say something like this, down by more than 20, and players were speaking up. Is that still happening? And who is that for you all this year? Who's speaking up in those situations?
Everybody. I think Drew, Chris, DJ, myself, Brooke, everybody speaks. So obviously, there's a lot of new guys in the team, and it's kind of trying to figure out, their roles and why they can speak out and all that. It's different from last year. Last year we had vets, we had Ersan, Ka, Marvin, Wesley, George Hill, Robin Lopez. Like it was easier. Everybody had something to say. But at the end of the day, we had a good team. And we showed it in the second half. We could, fold and just, get ready for the next game, sit all the starters out, and get ready for Charlotte. But we didn't do that. We wanted to come out, compete. That's what we did. We didn't win the game, but at the end of the day, we feel good about ourselves because we did not quit, we did not fold, and that's what the team is all about. And tomorrow we have another game, and hopefully we can get that one tomorrow.
Thank you, Giannis.
You guys.